Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your friend Gare here with another pickups video for you. This week, I really didn't get a whole lot of gaming stuff, really. It's been pretty unseasonably cold for this area for this time of year. Last year, it was actually still pretty warm. It was still, 80, 90 degrees, so there were still quite a few garage sales going on. But this week, there wasn't a whole lot. There was maybe 20, 25 sales this week, so there wasn't a whole lot to pick from. So I did get a few gaming items. Most of the stuff I got this week, though, was like Blu-rays and toys and stuff like that, which I'm more than happy to show you guys. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of video game stuff. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so first up here, this is something that I had to get. I've seen it around for a couple weeks, and I've seen a lot of guys on YouTube pick this up. So my daughter and I, we went to GameStop. We saw that they had one there. We had to get it. It's it's a few bucks. It's like, I think we paid $35 for this guy, which isn't too bad. It's really big, obviously, and yeah, he's really cool. I wish they made other characters in this size. It'd be cool if they made like a giant Link, a Luigi, a Yoshi, or something like that. But as far as I know, this is the only giant size figure they have. So really glad to get this. I still need to get. There's a few more of the 4-inch figures I need to get. They're just kind of hard to find. Link's been really tricky to find. Yeah, so far we only have Mario and Yoshi for the big ones. So, anyway, yeah, this is really cool. Glad to get it. Okay, next up is something that's been around for a while, and for whatever reason, I didn't pick it up. I guess I just didn't feel justified spending 40 bucks on it. But I went to Toys R Us recently, and I saw that they had one left, so I had to pick it up. It's one of those things. I don't know how limited these the runs on these are. I don't know if they made a very limited amount, if they made a whole bunch, and there's a whole, a lot more circulating out there that I don't know about. But at our Toys R Us, all the Ninja Turtle Classic figures, those are all gone. They don't have any left. And like I said, this was the very last one of these they had. So I went ahead and grabbed it. It's 40 bucks. But you know what? It's really worth it to me. It's really freaking cool. I mean, a lot of you guys probably own this, so I don't have to go over it too much. But, I had this when I was a kid. I was really happy to get it. I really want to open it up and let my kids play with it, but on the same merit, I don't want them to tear it up, so I'm having a huge inner struggle about what to do with this. I'm probably going to keep it in the box a little bit longer until I decide. But yeah, I was really happy to get this. I'm really hoping they'll make some more of the figures and put them back in the Toys R Us stores. Again, that could just be my store. They may be sold out, and there's probably a lot more floating around out there, but yeah, really glad to get this. Okay, next up is a deal that I did on Facebook through a kind of, a classified ad we have here for, selling and buying and stuff like that. I put on there wanting to buy video games, blah, blah, blah. A lady contacted me. She said she had a Super Nintendo and some games that she wanted to sell for only 25 bucks. So I instantly jumped on it. To be honest, I didn't really care what games they were. For 25 bucks, I wasn't going to let it go, basically. So that just reminded me of the Frozen song. Anyway, so I went to go meet with her. I didn't ask her what games they were. I kind of wanted to be surprised. So I went to go meet with her. I was kind of surprised it was a mini Super Nintendo system. I was expecting, the original one. But this was still really cool to get. It's in really good shape. She said that the system's kind of finicky. The screen flashes, so they don't know if it's just a power cord, if it's the AV cord. I haven't messed with it quite yet, but I'll figure it out. And the games that came with it, I was really happy to get. That's kind of why, like I said, I wanted to be surprised when I got there, because you never know what's going to be in there. And it just makes it that much more exciting when you kind of dig through the bag to see what's going on. So the very first game that I saw in there, which got me really excited, I already have it, but it's still really great to get nonetheless, is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Awesome game. I'm sure every one of you guys have played this, if not, at least seen it. One of my all-time favorites. Absolutely love it. And that is up for trade, so if any of you guys are interested, let me know. Of course, also got Super Mario All-Stars. I almost always get that in every lot. Same with this one, Super Mario World. This is a game I didn't have. This is actually one of the only couple games that I didn't already own. Mario is missing. I know it's nothing special, but I'm just glad to get something I didn't have. Mortal Kombat 3. Super Caesar's Palace, and Super Battleship. So yeah, like I said, I was really happy with that. And as I said before, she wanted $25 initially, but when I got there, all I had on me was 20 bucks, and since they said that there was kind of an issue with it working, I just offered 20 and they took it. So really happy to get that deal. I was really glad about that. Okay, next up, these next couple items, I went to another GameStop here in town. There's a guy that I know that works there, really awesome dude. I went in there, since they've had a lot of PSP games coming in, Went to go see if they had anything new, and luckily they had a couple items that I was wanting to pick up. So I grabbed Ape Escape on the Loose, which was about $6. I used to really like these games a lot. And I picked up another really good RPG, the Ys, I think that's how you say it, Ys, E7. Unfortunately, it was missing the manual, but for $11, I thought that was a pretty decent deal. So I picked those up, and then the guy that works there, he said that he had some Nintendo Powers that he had extras of, so he just gave them to me out of the kindness of his heart. So I thought that was really, really nice of him to do. So the first one here is, let's see, where's it at? February of 2007. It's got Wario on the front. It's one that I don't have, so I was really happy to get that. And then the next one here is March of 2000. So I mean, that's kind of cool that it's over 10 years old. It's got Pokemon Stadium on it, so obviously this is from the Nintendo 64 era. So again, it's one I didn't have. Really happy to get. Okay, so next up here is a lot I got from a pawn shop I went to this week. Got a few decent items, nothing too spectacular, but I still got a pretty good deal on it. First up, I saw this in the case, and I was going to pass on it, but it's Chrono Trigger for the DS. I've already actually owned this, but when I looked inside, it has the map in there, which the copy that I have, which is in perfect shape, it didn't have the map. So that's really the only reason I bought it. So I'm going to take the map out, put it in mine. So if any of you guys want to trade for it, let me know. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like there's a little bit of maybe water damage on the cover. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not that great. But the game itself is great. So like I said, if you guys want to trade for it, let me know. Had to pick this up that I saw. It was only like $5, I think. Silent Hill Homecoming. I'm trying to get every single Silent Hill game that there is out there. Huge fan of the series. So I don't know. I haven't heard the greatest things about it, but still glad to get it. This is a series I really need to play. It looks like so much fun. I hear a lot of great things about it. Overlord 2 for the Xbox 360. I have the first one for the Wii that I really need to start into. But yeah, really, really excited to play it. Basically, you just control bad guys. You're kind of an overlord of these minions, and you control what they do, I guess. If I can, I'll get some game footage of it for you. Also picked this up for really cheap. It was only $4. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsehood Kingdom. I already own this, but the case that I have for it, it's like a Hollywood rental, generic case. So I got this basically just to upgrade it. So, and finally, they had a couple strategy guides there. In retrospect, I probably should have bought them all. They're only $5. The one that I picked up was the Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance Guide. It's in really good shape. I was really happy to get it, for these kind of games for $5. They also had a couple more. They had Halo 4, the hardbound edition, and then they had Hitman Absolution. Same thing, the hardbound edition. They were both brand new sealed for $5 a piece. I should have got them. I just don't want to buy, every single guide just for the sake of having them. I try to go for more like RPGs and stuff like that, but I got all these items here for $30. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I was pretty happy with it. Alright, so really the vast majority of the things that I bought this week were Blu-rays. I kind of went crazy with it between some of the movies that were released this week as well as just some of the pawn shops, what they had. I won't show you I won't separate them by where I bought them and prices and things like that. I'll just kind of show you all the Blu-rays I got. This one I was really happy to get. This, we actually just watched it last week. It was a really, really good film. The Wolf of Wall Street. Anything by Martin Scorsese is going to be really good, especially with Leo in it. I liked it a lot. I'll definitely probably watch it again sometime. And this, if you can't tell, is the Target exclusive Steelbook edition. So I was really, really happy to get that for as cheap as I got it. This is actually a movie I picked up garage sailing. I shouldn't have thrown this in. But anyway, it's Assault on Precinct 13. I haven't ever seen this, but for $2, I really couldn't pass it up. Same thing, this is at the same sale. This was $2 as well. The Strangers. Really pretty spooky movie, especially for people that kind of are by themselves a lot. My wife refuses to watch it with me, so... Next up, picked up South Park, the complete first season on DVD. I probably overpaid for it. I think I paid like $10 for it, which I'm sure I could get it new for that, but I'm trying to recollect all these, so... This one I was really happy to get. I was looking forward to this for a while. It's the Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Best Buy exclusive Steelbook edition. It's really, really cool. I love the artwork on it, and the movie was really good. I watched it the day we got it. I was blown away. It was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Very action-packed. There's a lot of espionage / conspiracy theory elements to it. So very, very happy with it. I highly recommend it. Next up, Halloween's coming up, so I had to grab this. Trick or Treat. I've not seen it, but I've heard a lot of great things, so I'm actually really looking forward to watching that. Next up, picked up Minority Report. I have not seen this since I was in high school when it was still kind of new, so I don't remember much about it, but I remember liking it, so glad to get that. This is an excellent, excellent movie. I don't think it gets enough love or a lot of hype. It's Eastern Promises. It's got Viggo Mortensen in it. Very, very good movie. It's directed by the same guy that did A History of Violence. I can't remember his name. I think I actually like this a little bit more. It's a very gritty, very raw kind of movie. Very well done. Very, very highly recommended. Next up, Training Day, one of my all-time favorite movies. I don't know why, I've just always loved this movie ever since the first time I saw it, so had to finally pick that up. This one I picked up when I was at Best Buy, when I was getting Captain America. This is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's kind of their exclusive, it's like a magnet case or something like that. It's pretty cool, I like it. I haven't watched this movie yet. I like the first one quite a bit. I heard this one's not quite as good, but I'm still looking forward to watching it. Another excellent, excellent movie. Everybody should see this. I absolutely love it. Blow, another one of my all-time favorite movies. Really, really good crime film. This one, it was okay. I'm not really, I got it for like $3. Is the only reason I got it. Haywire. It's a pretty good, kind of a, I don't know what you call it, kind of like a female version of James Bond. What's her name? Gina Carano. She's an ex, kind of UFC, MMA kind of fighter. She's really quite badass. If you get a chance, check this out. It's definitely good for at least a one-time viewing. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And then the last Blu-ray I picked up here was Bullet to the Head. Again, this was only $3. It's the only reason I picked it up. I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about it. It'll probably be good for a one-time viewing, but I figured why not. Okay, now finally on to what I got garage selling yesterday. Like I said, there were not very many sales, and the sales that I went to just absolutely, they sucked. There wasn't, most of the sales, it looked like they were just selling junk for the most part. There were a couple decent ones, but nothing too great. So anyway, first thing I have here is a PC game, which I don't usually collect, but it's a Star Wars game, so I had to grab it. It's the X-Wing Collector Series. It was only $1, and like I said, it's Star Wars. I absolutely love it, so went ahead and picked that up. Another sale that I went to, they had a couple PS2 games. This is the only one that was decent, and the only reason I grabbed it is because it's still brand new factory sealed. It's Kill Switch, which I've never played, and I've already owned it, but, it's just really cool. It's factory sealed. I haven't seen that in a very long time. And apparently this is like a Canadian edition, because I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says $8 A. So, I don't know. Like I said, $8 is probably, I don't know if I overpaid for it, but I thought it was really cool. It was worth it to me. Alright, and this is the last bit of things that I got garage sailing. Sadly enough, this was the best find of the day, which, I mean, I was still happy to get it nonetheless, but it's kind of disappointing running into so much bad luck for the last, I think this is my 4th week in a row I've really struck out garage sailing. So anyway, it's a Nintendo DS lot. So first up here is the, the pink regular DS, which we already have. So if any of you guys have a burning desire for a pink DS, let me know. It'll be for trade. And it came with a pretty, a decent little stack of games here. Nothing too spectacular, but I'm still pretty happy with it for what I paid. The first one I saw in there was New Super Mario Brothers. Always glad to get that, and it had the points in it, so I was really glad about that. Next up is Lionel Trains on Track. I've never even heard of this. I don't even know what it's about. So, I'll have to look into that one. Next up is Brain Age, which I could definitely use. I feel like I have Alzheimer's half the time, man. So there's that, Brain Age Part 2. And the last one here is Chess Master, The Art of Learning. And really, really sad fact about myself, I have never played chess. I have no idea how to even play chess. So if this teaches you, that would be fantastic, because I hate being the unsophisticated person that doesn't know how to play. It's kind of embarrassing. I mean, there's guys in the military that I served with. I loved them to death, great guys. They just were not the smartest people I ever knew, but they could play chess, so that kind of makes me feel like crap as a person. Anyway, I got this whole lot here. They initially wanted $30. I offered $20, and he was glad to take it. So, like I said, it was a pretty decent little grab there. And he also threw this in for me. It's kind of a chubby little stormtrooper. I thought it was pretty cute. I don't know if it's a candy dispenser or a pencil sharpener. I don't know. I thought it was cool. Okay, so that's everything that I got as far as pickups this week, guys. There's one last thing I wanted to show you guys, though. Something that is really quite near and dear to me. One of my really good friends who used to live here, he moved away. Very artistic guy, very smart guy. He's like I said, he's really artistic. He basically made me a picture of his version of Gare. which I absolutely love. This is by far one of the greatest things I've ever received. It really meant a lot to me. And if you guys follow my Facebook, you've seen it. But this is it here. It's just really well done. I cracked up because, you know, he has a lot of detail in there that just really matches me. You know, it's got the Mario hat. If you guys watch my earlier videos, I used to wear my army glasses. We call them BCGs. So he threw that in there, which I thought was really funny. He knows I love Mega Man, so he's got the Mega Man blaster there. I think that's supposed to be a Metroid helmet, so that was really cool. There's just a lot of subtle details in there. I always wear Chuck Taylor, so he's got those. I wear a lot of tattered jeans, so there's that. You know, of course, Zelda Sword. There's Navi there. He threw in just the detail. I love it to death. So if you're watching this, David, thank you so much, dude. You are the coolest guy ever. I really, really love this. I was gonna show this last week, but I already had it hanging up, so I completely forgot about it. But it's such an awesome picture. I had to show it off to you guys. So, all right, guys. So that's it for this week. You know, sorry the video is pretty uneventful. Not a whole lot going on. There's not a whole lot I could have done with it as far as comedy and goofball wise. So, like I said, apologize for being pretty boring and bland. Hopefully next week I'll have a little bit more to work with to try to make it more entertaining for you guys. But yeah, thank you for tuning in and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.